Hey everyone, welcome back to Tomahawk Bat Reviews. Welcome to USA Native American World Series in Rapid City, South Dakota. Yo, we got TJ McCauley in the house. What's up, brother?
T.O. Spray bats just got here.
No way, we got the T.O. Spray bats. Let's go.
I got 4 boxes.
I'll meet you up there, brother. I'll meet you up there. We got Hung Papa in the house on all the apparel and the gear. I hope. We got Jeremy from A3 Athletics. It's on the monster bats. We got some gloves. All the nice apparel. Oh, they got the T.O. Spray jerseys and the sweaters. We got co-attorney director right here.
Yeah, baby.
Troy Landry in the house.
In the house.
We got Tej, making Tej look small here. Shout out to these two guys right here, getting everything ready. We have the All-Star game right here. We have Team South Dakota and Team North Dakota, I believe, right here. We got everyone in the crowd. We got the Blues. How you doing?
Oh, you don't have to come, David. Stay there. To throw out the first pitch. Looks like he's
First pitch of the game. Time to go here, guys. Time to go. We got Jay Moss in the house. Legend.
What up?
Legendary right here.
What up? My brother Sam.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you coming out, brother.
Aho.
Right here, Samson. Right on live, baby.
Oh.
Oh, come on. That finger.
Yeah.
Base hit right over the shortstop's head. To the shortstop, scoops over the second. Got to the 3-4 hole.
Team South Dakota got the goose egg up still. Team All Nations holding 3 up
Third
right now.
baseman
in the
brings
third
it in
inning.
for out number
No
1.
time limit, playing 7-inning game.
Brings up.
What's
We
up?
got Troy.
Hey.
And then again, Troy is
Yes.
Team South Dakota. He's the coach. Worst coach you can find.
Oh,
But
man.
He'll do. He'll
We're
do.
killing it.
He'll
Worst
do.
coach, we killing that score. Let's get it.
Alexis' shot to left center.
Oh!
Meow. Base hit. Second base. Scoop. Double play. Up top the order for
All
Team
Tribes
South
is up
Dakota.
6-3 right now to Team South
Ashley
Dakota.
Jordy,
Fifth inning.
Kayla.
5th inning.
Base hit over the second baseman. Shot left center. Brings it in. And you got 3 runs across.
Let's go.
Three's all the way across.
Calm down.
Make him score 9-3. 9-3.
Let's go. Just relax. Put it in
That
play.
three's kind of a theme. How many times
1,
does
2,
3
3.
go in the nine?
Let's go.
for the shortstop.
Oh no! What?
Save right there. RBI. Shortstop.
Oh! Oh, she hit it! She dropped it! She dropped it! Oh! Team South Dakota trailed the whole game and came back in the last inning and won that.
Play some ball. Get captains to the home plate. Green and red, keep South Dakota in the black. Representing the missing and murdered indigenous women.
Hey, that's that!
Shot over the shortstop. J-Ross on that.
There you go!
Shot right to it. There's a hard shot to the right center. Shortstop had him played it there. Shot to the right field. Shot to the left field. Shot to the left field, right field side. Oh. Courtesy. Shot to the left.
How do I follow that? There it is. That's how you follow that.
Top of the board. Nice. Hard shot to right. Right field. One out. That's center field. Gotta twist it up.
You're a liar.
That's the gap, not the captain here, the Warsons. Hard shot to the left. Oh, yeah. Tracks her down for out number 3. That's your ball game. Team Warsons 22, Team South Dakota 33. How about a round of applause for both teams, ladies and gentlemen?
All right, you guys, so we just got done with the All-Star game and the women played awesome. It was such a good game. Just high intensity. The girls played their hearts out. It was awesome. You know, that was pretty dope. And then we obviously came out there and had a lot of fun. Team Warstick didn't do it, but the jerseys were freaking awesome. Like I said, they may have won the game, but we won the best looking jerseys. What this game was for was to raise awareness for MMIW, just like we did in May. All our videos were out for MMIW, and this All-Star game was for that, and also the 215 kids that were found up at the schools in Canada that were all murdered. So this game was to help raise awareness and just have a lot of fun, get everyone together, and it was a great turnout. Awesome addition to just the whole atmosphere of this, and the whole vibe is so cool. I didn't have too much time to go out and record a lot of the games today just because we lost our first co-ed game and then we had to play 6 in a row after that, so I had no time to record. But tomorrow, Saturday, the men's and the women's play all day, and you bet that I'm gonna be on the field getting some good footage. So stick around, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey everyone, welcome back to day 2. We just played our first men's game, did good, run rolled them in the 5th, I believe. We're gonna go walk around, check out some girls game. They got Flip Washington is playing with the Warriors. They're the host team, DJ McCulley's team. We're gonna go try to watch some of that as well, get some footage. But let's check this women's game out.
Take some video. Really?
We got Tashina Jim all the way from Nevada. She is Paiute. Just showed everyone how to get doubled up. We have a little bit of time in between the games, you guys. Let's go check out all the teams just chilling, enjoying their time here at the World Series. Yeah, just another day. Here we go. All right, you guys, good morning. Here we are, day 3, the last day of Native Worlds. We have a game here at 7 a.m. We're like the only team here other than the opposing team. Native American tourneys and Native American Worlds, USA Worlds, is a whole different vibe, you guys, a whole different vibe. And I want you guys to see and witness that. And word of mouth from the people who are actually here, and that maybe one day you guys can come check it out, or you'll get asked to play. So, let's have some fun and finish strong. We'll see you guys soon.
Better got that.
I did. There you go, Koski! Sarkwell! Hey! Ice in the veins, baby. Good shit, war stick. Ow! All right, so here I got David Kessler, a conference player, plays for Team Precision, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
Precision 3rd Street.
there we go, Precision 3rd Street. What we're gonna do is sit down and talk and ask Kessler a couple questions and see what he thinks about everything that we've been doing here and the tourney as a whole. So let's sit down, ask some questions, and then get this interview over with. All right. So Kessler, so coming from playing conference for 13 years, and playing in, Smoky Mountain, playing in Cincinnati, playing in Windy City, all these huge major tourneys. What would you say is the vibe compared to compared to one of these?
Out here in the Native American World Series, ASA, USA Softball, it's just awesome, the camaraderie between the teams. You're out there battling against each other, but it seems like everybody's family is the kind of the aspect that I get from it. Everybody's here to have a good time and just watch good softball. There's a lot of fans watching at some of the conference events anymore. The Smoky still has a good following with crowds, but some of the events you go to the park and really the only ones that are there are the softball players from all over. You go, you play your game, then the teams head out, you go back to the hotel. But here it seems like a real family, a real niche group, close-knit group. It's awesome.
So coming from that aspect of it, one of the cool things of Native American tourneys is that at the end of the tourney, they give out all-star awards or family awards, and what those do is they do that to remember their loved ones and stuff like that. And I think that hopefully you're able to get one as well. But what's really cool is, just like it goes to what you're saying, the families of these tourneys and the people who are here, the way that they play the game is a lot different. This is kind of like a big res tourney, what they call, reservation tourney. They call it res ball. When you have Native Americans who come on, they don't have anything else. They either have basketball or they have softball, and a lot of times they turn to softball. And I think it's really cool that they're able to come out here and see a player of your caliber and witness what it's like to take, and what you need to have to play it in the big time. You know what I mean? For slow pitch softball. I think it's really cool that you came out here and showed everyone, what it takes. Really appreciate you making out here.
Oh no, I appreciate it. It's like whether all those awards that they set, that sounds phenomenal, and it's great that they do that to remember their ancestors. I think remembering is a key thing for us. But just the honor of you guys asking me to come out and play. When you guys asked me, I was like, for sure, this is something that I never really thought or even knew about coming into it, but when you told me about it and kind of the whole premise of the tournament, man, it's something that anybody, any softball fan, would really thoroughly enjoy coming and checking out. There's some great softball players out here, some diamonds in the rough that really could make it if they just had a chance, like on some of those conference teams, on some of your upper level USA teams, USSSA teams. There's some good ball being played out here for sure.
So now that you've gotten a taste of Native American world and Native American ball, and you've seen what the USA Native American World Series is here in South Dakota, and if someone down the road asks you, like, hey, Kessler, what was it like playing at that tourney? What would you tell someone? Like, tell them what it would have been like out here.
Total enjoyment. I can't reiterate it enough. It's something, if you get the opportunity, if somebody requests, if you're a non-native, and you're asked to come out and play, you have to try it out. You have to check this out. It's something that you just don't see at softball tournaments anymore. With all the kids running around, all the history, the ancestry that goes along with it. It's a great time for sure.
Well, appreciate you coming up, brother. Hopefully you make it out next year again.
Hey, if you guys have the invite, I'll be ready.
One last thing before you go, Kessler. Obviously, you got, people know who you are here. Samson and I have a platform. We try to do our best to display a positive image, try to be positive role models, not only for adults, but we try to target the youth. We try to give them something to look for, to strive for. As a conference player, as a high caliber player, what message would you give to the young kids who want to be great? Like,
oh man,
what would you say to motivate?
No, I can run with that. So the way that I always looked at it, I always looked across and I'd always watch. You can learn so much from each and every person out there, whether they're doing something that you want to be able to do. Say hit a long ball or hit the ball backside. Watch how they do it. Pick up things from each player and take that and mold that into the player that you can be. There's always opportunities to become better, whether it's in the field, whether it's batting, even just watching games. You can catch a tendency of what somebody else is doing, and then you might not play them that next game, but you might see them the next weekend, and then you can help your teammate. Like, hey, we know that he likes to shoot backside, so even if you can pick up just one step on him to be able to get that guy out, you've helped yourself along the way. So it's always learning, and know that there's always somebody out there watching you. So give it your all. Like, you don't know when you may get that opportunity for somebody to come along and say, hey, we could really use you on our team. And that's where, if you're trying to make your way up and to get into the more competitive traveling stuff, that's the way it happens. It's kind of somebody just sitting there watching, and they see what you're doing, and you get that chance, that door opens. Dave Kessler out here at Native American World. Hope to see all you guys out here next year, and everybody have a blessed and wonderful year.
All right, we got Mr. Flip Washington here. I'm gonna let him introduce himself for those of you who may not know who he is. It's all you.
Name's Flip, man. Been playing ball for a while. Started at D level, and I think I played with Custom Truck for about 3 or 4 years. Just kind of worked my way up, man. Then I got my shot with B Conference. That was Classic Glass on the Tom Formosa. I think that was kind of my year to step out and be great. I stepped up to the plate and I took it personal, to not only make it for myself but make it for a lot of other people that probably wouldn't get the opportunity to do so. After that, I got picked up by Combat, played with them for 3 years, made the team, their flagship team, and from there on, man, I just kind of realized that I can make this my job, and I love being on the diamond. So I busted my ass, I worked hard at it, and here we are, man.
So with all that, with you laying all your credentials out for all of us, and knowing that you're a seasoned ball player and you've played at every level, starting like you said at D, going all the way up to conference to being what's considered a professional softball player nowadays, and not only being with Juno and owning Juno and being a part of Monster, the biggest USA bat company in the market, seeing all the tourneys and playing in all the tourneys and seeing all the competition that you have throughout all the years of playing ball, what would you say connects to the vibes of this compared to all those tourneys that you've been at?
So I go to Hawaii a lot. Not a lot, but maybe 2 or 3 times a year. This tournament reminds me of the tournaments that are held in Hawaii, like for instance the West Side tournament in Hawaii. When you go to different places that have kind of the same culture, amongst themselves, it's interesting to learn their side of things, if that's how you want to put it. Me personally, I love learning other cultures, and I didn't really know what to expect when I came here, but this gives me the same vibe as my Hawaii family. It's just nothing but love here, man. Like the atmosphere is like no other. It kind of reminds me of, I would say, the Smokies 5 or 6 years ago when the whole city shut down. The whole city shut down. You got kids out here playing. You got folks up here sitting on the hill watching the big boys hit the home run derbies and just watching the big games. I mean, that's what this reminds me of. It's just a lot of families are out here. I mean, we got kids swinging right behind us right now. And that's what you kind of want to see. I mean, that's what I like to see. Is just culture sticking together, which is very, very rare in this day and age, which sucks. But the love that I've personally gotten out here has been top notch, man. I mean, 10 out of 10, just the food, the hospitality. I mean, I'm definitely coming back. Next year I'm going to bring a bunch of guys, man. We're going to have fun. We're going to try to make this tournament grow and grow and grow and grow, for sure, man. And I've learned a lot about the Native community, and like I said, coming into this, I didn't know what to think. I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna come, let's do it. See what happens. And it's been super dope. So, yeah.
So one thing that when we were talking with David Kessler was he brought up the fact that there's a lot of hidden gems in the Native American community, and being out here where the best of the best is here to play ball in our Native community, because we get 70% or 7 natives and 4 non-natives. The majority of the team are Native American. You get to see that firsthand of how many ball players out there that are so, looked over because they don't have exposure that most people do in these big tournaments. Big teams don't think of Native Americans right off the bat as they would think of other ethnicities.
I never did. And I scout everywhere I go. That's one of the reasons why I came to this tournament, is because I wanted to know, It's just like when I go overseas, man. It's the same thing. Yes, I'm here to have a good time, but I'm still part owner of a company. I'm still trying to build my farm club as well as my actual team, with some young cats. Man, I'm tired of playing the outfield, to be honest with you. But, coming here has been crazy, man. There's so many ball players out here that nobody even knows about. I mean, you and I was kind of touching on it a little bit earlier. And in the conference, man, all the sponsors kind of fish in the same pond. And I preach. Mark, he's the owner of MDT, as well as part owner of the Juno Athletics. And I preach to him all the time, man, like, hey, we have to start going out the box. Black circuit tournaments, Native American tournaments. Let's fly to Hawaii one time. I mean, just let's go do something out the box. We didn't start this brand to be like everybody else. So we will be here next year. The sponsors will be here next year. I'm personally going to make sure that sponsors, scouts, whatever you want to call them, we got to get out the same pond, man. And if you want to start breaking hearts like we did last year, I mean, nobody thought that we were going to touch the championships in Major World Series last year. I think we had 5 African Americans on one team. Name another team that's done that.
Unheard of.
Never been done. Making softball my career, which a lot of people think you can't do that, but it is very possible. This is literally my job. And before I was part owner of Juno, somebody had to take a chance on me, And when they did, then is when I kind of clicked, like, hey, now is the time I got to start working hard. All the hard work that I put in to get to the D part, to get to the sponsor part, meant nothing. Now is when I got to grind, because getting in isn't hard. Staying in is hard. Yeah.
So to wrap all this up, coming back to you playing in all the big conference tourneys, throughout, your entire career, when you're at these tourneys and people say, "Oh, Flip, hey, I saw you at Native American World Series. What was it like out there?" What would you tell people who would ask you that question?
I mean, you got to go. You got to go to experience it. I can tell you till my face turns blue about everything that I've learned and everything that, like, all the love I got from the time I landed in the airport till now. You know, it's just one of those tournaments that you have to go to. You have to come to this tournament. Like, if you're not coming to this tournament, you're doing it wrong. It's just that simple. Like, the love. I mean, they're gonna feed the shit out of you. Everything's amazing. I haven't turned down no food. I'm a picky eater. The star quilts are amazing. I mean, how TJ puts the star quilts on the fence, man. Like, to take home something that is that important to a culture means something to me. You know, it really, really means something to me. And I actually won one in the All-Star game, and you know, I kind of like took a deep breath, like, that shit's dope, man. That shit's super, super, super dope to me personally. But I mean, it's just one of those environments where you have to be there to understand what I'm talking about right now. I mean, last night there was thousands of people here. You know, you got a live DJ, somebody on the mic cracking jokes all the time, keeping everybody loose. I mean, you got a little shade area over here. You got the beer garden, great food. You got the popcorn and lemonade out here. I mean, it kind of reminds me of a black circuit tournament. And what I mean by that is you have grills everywhere in black circuit tournaments. They're gonna feed the hell out of you. You know, they're gonna do the live DJ. They're gonna have a dance contest. They're gonna have a blast. You know, and that's what I've had this whole weekend is a blast. I mean, but yeah, man, you gotta come to this tournament. Native American World Series, man, is one for the record books for sure. Absolutely. I thought the McQuaid's was one of the most fun ones. This one's right there with the McQuaid's for sure.
All right, on to the next one. This next one's the Shortstop Award. The award is called Touches the Clouds Award. The Best Co-Ed Shortstop Award in honor of Theodore Teddy Taylor. Teddy made his journey on September 14th, 2020. At the age of 21, he grew up in Flanders and played all sports, especially softball, with his family. Teddy had no fear when it came to balls coming in hot and was known for completing double plays. Standing at 6'9", he was the type of person to give you a great big bear hug and tease you right after you. He is greatly missed by his Taylor gang in Flanders. On behalf of the Taylor family and Sioux Sluggers, the Best Co-Ed Shortstop Award in honor of Theodore Teddy Taylor goes to Mr. TJ McCauley.
TJ McCauley running the Collectors Award. Congrats.
I'd like to thank them two girls right there at shortstop. They're having a hard time with this. It's a hard time when we lose loved ones. And then to bring their name back up in honor of them, it brings up a lot of not really hurtful memories, but when you lose someone, it hurts a lot. Some people cope different, some people heal fast. But this is how we respect our loved ones that have left down to the spirit world. We keep their name alive, and we keep respecting them. At this time, I'd like to thank you, Sly. Appreciate you for bringing awards to our tournament. Hope to see you back next year.
Oh. All right, you guys, so we won the last game just now. We have one more game to play to get in the semifinals, and it's going to be the winner of this game. So let's watch some of that footage, walk around, check out what's going on in the tournament the last day here on Sunday.
No pressure, eh?
Ball.
Hey, don't look at me. So yeah, kinda. One man.
On dark. On dark.
Legal. This is the game to get into the championship. We have Alphas leading on Warriors 25 to 15.
Start. That's the start.
Legal.
Get in. Up. You're up.
All right, so if you guys could introduce yourselves, what tribe you come from, what state you're from, and what team you play for.
I'm Caleb Davenport, Gachagaba. I'm from the Meskwaki Nation, Sac Fox of the west of the Mississippi, and I am playing on Team Meskwaki, and this is my second year playing in this tournament.
I'm Carrick Davenport. I'm Guki Sat from the same tribe as him, Meskwaki. We represented Meskwaki Nation.
All right, what would you guys say your experience was here being in the Native American World Series?
Our experience is we don't play against other natives that often. Coming from Iowa, we're the only tribe from Iowa to represent us, and having this experience come out here, playing against 79 other teams, it's a great experience. I recommend it for any other native tribes to come out and try to compete against other natives. You don't get that unique opportunity anytime.
This is why we play 12 inches for this tournament right here. We want to come and we want to win this thing. We want to represent our people. We want to make them proud, everything. And it's just like, it's a big deal.
Unreal experience.
Yeah, it is. And the complex is great. 8 fields. Like, where do you get in one place where it's like 8 fields packed with people too? You got an all-star game. You got a home run derby.
It's a great tournament.
Yes.
Great tournament.
So, would you guys come back, and would you recommend other people to come and check out this tourney, non-native or natives?
We're coming back without a doubt. No questions asked. I recommend it to any other people. Just come out, experience it. You get to see Flip Washington play. You get to see other conference players play. You get to see other tribes play. That's the best experience. You get to compete against other tribes. You don't get that often. I recommend it to anyone.
Well, thank you guys for your time, and good luck on next year. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bro.
All right, so I got 2 spectators here that I want to interview and get their aspect on Native American World Series this year. I'm going to let them introduce themselves here.
I'm Stacy Whitewoman. We'll go with Tribe.
I'm Jolene Bluebear, Oglala Sioux Tribe.
So Stacy and Jolene, since you're not playing today and you're spectating, and this is your second year here as well, I just wanted to see what you guys thought of what the vibes are here being at Native American Worlds. Like watching everyone play, seeing all the tribes here together, watching everyone play their absolute hardest and absolute best, and just having fun. And I just wanted to see, what did you guys think of watching all the games today?
Just exciting.
Adam with the ball. Brings up top of the order with TJ.
Different tribes, come together in this tournament and bringing awareness to different things as well. But yeah, the tournament today itself is just never seen it like this before. It's just pretty exciting. Pretty exciting.
It's awesome. That's all I gotta say. It's awesome.
What do you guys think of Native American World Series this year?
Oh, it's awesome. This is the place to be.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What does everyone think of Native American World Series this year? Come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. So, being a player in the tourney this past weekend, what did you think of the camaraderie and everything? Being able to play against your people and being able to play against a big Native tourney. What did you think of that?
It was fun. It was different. It's playing here in Rapid City, playing against other Native teams because we have to go to the res play.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome because we watched the World Series, what was it, yesterday?
The All-Stars.
Oh, the All-Stars. That was pretty cool to see all of them come together and get to play against each other. So it's something we haven't seen before, so it's definitely something we want to see again.
All right. Could you guys introduce yourself to everyone, please?
Hey, my name is Carlos Cody. I'm Val Acosta from Pine Ridge. Well, actually, I live north of, well, I'll say south of Rockport.
My name is Ken Bennywounds. I come from the Standing Rock Papa Nation.
Ty Puyer, come from Kyle, South Dakota,
And we have a trailer here. You're all packed up. It's right pretty close to the end of the Tourney Championships. Game's almost over, about to be played. Go ahead and tell people what you were doing out here.
Sure. We came here to join the athleticism of Native men and women who come and participate in the game of slow pitch softball. I travel all over the United States. I see from Oklahoma to Texas to Oregon to Arizona. This is one of the best tournaments that I've been to. For sure, in the last 3 or 4 years, TJ McCulley's done a fantastic thing by putting this World Series together. And what he's done this year by adding a co-ed division has only made this thing much more spectacular than it was previously last year. So with his mindset that he wants to showcase the talent of our Native American people, he's done it. He's accomplished that, and it's got nowhere to go but up as far as I'm concerned.
And what is your company called?
It's called Hunk Papa.
So we'll leave a link to Hunk Papa on the description below, so that way we can help him out. And would you guys recommend people to come out and check out the Native American World Series next year?
Oh, absolutely. It's nothing but fun and games and the camaraderie. You know, as a former athlete playing fast pitch softball, when you step between the lines on that field, it's a battle between two teams, 10 individuals in the game of softball, but after the game is over, that camaraderie, that family feeling, that love for one another is there. So that's what's so unique and special about this. You don't create enemies here, you create brotherhoods and sisterhoods.
So, being a vendor that's been at tourneys, who's played the game, when you see all the children out here running around, having fun, being here, being part of the events, do you think that this is a good environment? Do you think that this is a good place and a good sport for them to be able to learn and stay out of trouble down the road? Because unlike other places, you know, a lot of our Native American people were stuck on reservations. They either have basketball, they have football, or baseball. And if they don't make it to those higher levels, that's when people start to fall into bad crowds or bad decisions. Do you think that this is a great game and a great way to be able to fall back on and stay out of trouble?
Absolutely. The youth that were running around here today, we may not look like they're paying attention, but they admire some of those men and women that are out there playing. They look up to them. One of the things that I haven't discussed with TJ, but if he could incorporate some type of a thing and get the word out and have a T-ball game of just these kids that are here, just to get them out on that field in front of the adults, that would be such a great thing to happen, because those kids now, it's like a gladiator arena because they're sunken down. This is a beautiful complex. So when those people are up here and they're looking down, those little kids will just enjoy the hell out of it. So that'd be a great thing for him to possibly think about, having just a T-ball game to begin with, and then it just grows bigger and bigger. Family members getting together, combine their children of teams, play a game, let them little guys have some fun in front of us adults.
So thank you guys so much for giving me your time, and I hope you guys have great journeys ahead of you and great things. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so we have Wendy Wells here of Plains Women. They just won the Native American World Series Women's Division. Congratulations.
Undefeated.
So I want to ask, undefeated, wow, congratulations. I just want to ask and see what it's like to be able to win the World Series and at this caliber, you know?
It's an amazing event. I give gratitude to all of these girls and all that they represent, who they are and where they come from. We're a diverse mix for sure, but it's really the unity of our tribes and our nations, and as well as our folks that joined us, non-natives. They're part of a sisterhood, and we just come together, we play at an elite level, and just keep calibrating, encouraging each other, and empowering one another to move forward. So it's a great atmosphere, great environment to be in.
So with not being able to play a lot of native attorneys, I come from Wisconsin, and we have a lot of natives, but we don't have a lot of native softball. So being able to come here and see all this and being able to play in a couple of native tourneys, South Dakota, North Dakota, you know, playing in these Native American tourneys, it's a whole different feeling. What's it like for you to be able to play against the top caliber people in our tribes, in our nations?
I think it's the more that we play and elevate this game as Native American like softball and developing the series, the more that we're developing another generation to bring forth the game, and it's kind of cool to be in the forefront of that, because that's what we are. We're like the leaders in the upcoming caliber of this game or environment.
We matched up with this team last year, Lady All-Stars. We lost by 1 to them in the championship. We came from the back door, and man, they are definitely good competition. The South Dakota girls, they bring it. This year we came prepared. We had backup. Everyone was ready to play. Everybody came when called upon. We had nobody that was mad. We just like played. Everyone cheered on everybody. The energy was great. Good job, ladies.
Yeah. I'll play ball with the Plains women. 110%. We came down here to kick some butt, and that's what we did.
On 3, ready? 1, 2, 3. That's badass.
Good job.
Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
All around. Very good. Stay tuned for more to follow.
Good fight. Team Alpha, how does it feel to be the 2021 USA Native American World Champs? Let's go! Congratulations, boys. Jeremy.
Needed you out there with us.
I know. Hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Jeremy right here. He's one of the most humblest players I've ever met. One of the greatest guys ever. Thank you so much, bro, for being a part of the game.
Oh,
Love you.
You are huge. You're huge. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We got Kevin Badwood here. Kevin, what tribe are you from?
Pine Ridge.
So we got Pine Ridge right here. I played for Kevin last year, and he was a great manager. Brought together a team of guys who basically never played together and made it great. And this year did it again, but they ended up with the championship. We take 3rd place last year?
Yes.
And came through. Great guy here, great manager. I'm very happy for you. Do you have any words?
No.
There's a couple players out there that have birthdays.
Happy for the fellas. Happy for these guys.
Appreciate you, Kevin. Congratulations.
It was awesome tournament. TJ and the rest of the crew, they put on a great tournament. We'll be back next year to defend our title. It's a great atmosphere. Good time. Glad we came.
Would you recommend everyone else, native and non-native, to be here?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. The more the merrier. We want the best players we can get here, I'm sure, and then we also have invited guests that come and play here, and it's a great tournament. They do a great job here.
Well, congratulations on the championship, Mel. I'll let you go and bask in it. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam.
They don't know.
You too. No, just kidding. All right, you guys, we have TJ McCauley here. He is the sole proprietor of creating what we've been recording all weekend, where we've been playing all weekend. And I just want to ask TJ, now that everything's said and done, the tourney's over, you know, all that's left to do is clean up, how do you feel?
I think just to start off, I mean, it was amazing turnout. Yeah, it's tiring. I think between the 3 days was maybe 8 to 10 hours sleep. You know, I was just worried that, no, I never want someone that came to the tournament from a long ways, from other tribes, from other states, to leave with a bad feeling. You know, I want to make sure I know I can't please everybody, but I wanted to make sure that they left here with something, rather it was an award, rather it was a memory, or it was a great play, just something. When you leave this complex, it was a great feeling. It took a year, you know, to finally got a good year to plan it, but it went so quick. Like I said, I was here and there, and I didn't really get to soak up everything like I wanted to. But just from hearing around everyone, like, man, this was a great tournament. And the people here were good, the teams were good, everything about it was just great. The atmosphere was great. But that was another thing. I just got caught up just pleasing, but I didn't really get this myself sit down and enjoy it. But that's what I want. I want people to come out and enjoy the beautiful Black Hills. Enjoy sightsee when you got in between games. But now that, enjoy and see different competition at different level. I think this year we had 10 to 12 teams from South Dakota, then the rest 60 teams from out of state. And it was awesome to see different natives come here and play. And just the level of competition just got raised a lot higher.
So to wrap everything up, all the emotions, all the hard work, dedication, now tomorrow is day one and it's time to do it all over again. Do you feel like the right steps that we're taking this year are going to be implemented in next year to make it bigger and better?
Going forward, yeah, tomorrow is day one of the planning for next year. And my ultimate goal is always get bigger and better. My ultimate goal is always incorporate a lot more of the people that probably can't play. Like this year, yeah, we did a Indian Taco Challenge, and next year we're gonna be able to set something up where we get all them grandmas, the moonchies out here, the aunties. Yeah, let's stir up. Let's get some fry bread grease going around. Let's make some good Indian tacos and showcase all the people coming out of state with what kind of food that we can cook here and put out here. But going forward, I know we're going to incorporate a few more events. You know, I think golf's going to be a huge hit. I know darts will be a real great hit. Natives play a lot of pool. This tournament ain't nothing without the players, the fans. Like I say, going forward, this tournament is nothing without you guys. So from bottom of my heart, from bottom of my World Series board, like, we appreciate everyone that tagged themselves in here, that kept hyping up through all year long. Because that's what really made this tournament big, was because you guys. That's the biggest part.
So to wrap everything up, TJ McCauley here of the Lakota Sioux Tribe. You know, you had a huge backing from the community, from your board, and from everyone else in the softball world, Native American and otherwise. What are some words that you would give to some inspiring players of a younger age and players that are looking to come and make it up, not even in the big time, but just to make it as better players? What are some words for them?
So for younger players, just keep working. You know, I started this game when I was 13 years old. You know, and that was a long story how I started that game. But like I said, at 13 years old is when I got introduced to softball, and I loved it. You know, I fell in love with softball. It was way different than baseball. Baseball, I'm waiting for a ball, but every inning, every at bat, you know, you're gonna see something. But for younger kids, just keep working. You know what I'm saying? I know some hits might not fall your way. I might miss balls, I might kick balls, but the biggest part is it's a new game. That's the biggest part. It's a new inning. You know, it's a race earlier. So just keep pushing forward. Like I said, not only that, there's always keep this in mind. There's always someone in them bleachers, whether they're younger or older, that look up to you. And you may not know it, but true, there is. You know, I experienced this a couple years ago when I was playing infield, and I thought I was having a horrible game. I made one good play. I had a kid come up to me, man, I love watching you play. And that was me just being hard on myself that, man, that was a bad game, you know. But he saw me pick my head up and make this play, and we kept going forward. So just keep stay with it, you know. And then the people that want to strive, you know, challenge yourself. You know, challenge yourself. Maybe go to a bigger tournament. You know, don't ever feel like a guy bigger than you, stronger than you, that can smash the ball 400 feet is a lot better than you. You won't know that until you step on the field with them. And once you step on the field with them, know that I can get this guy out. I can hit with this guy. Then the whole confidence booster just goes crazy. And that's the biggest part. Just keep striving to be great. Like I said, I teach a lot of my kids, a lot of my athletes, even fans, like, you know, Mamba mentality, man. You strive to be the best version of yourself daily. You know, you can't do that unless I challenge myself, physically and mentally. So with that, like I said, I appreciate everyone that came out to the World Series this year. I appreciate my brother Samson and the War Stake family that came out. And 2022, we're gonna make it bigger and better.
Perfect, brother.
Appreciate it, brother.
It's gonna be good, bro. All right, you guys, so that's gonna wrap up the entire weekend here in Rapid City, South Dakota at the 2021 USA Native American World Series. Sorry about my hair. I've been playing all day, playing all weekend. We just came up short. We got 3rd place in co-ed and we got 4th place in men's. But I wouldn't have it any other way, you guys. We played over 16 games, or I think it was 16 games. And as everyone said that you'll see, the camaraderie, the feeling, the vibe out here is something unlike anything else. And I hope and I pray that you guys will be able to find that in the tourney, or come out here to the tourney next year in 2021, or 2022, excuse me, and experience it for yourself. But other than that, you guys, thank you for your time and watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves, take care of that swing, and we'll see you guys next time.